And Woody likes the crooked cock.
Only if you just forget to take them out, or if you're like, will they pee? Like, they really don't poop in the house or anything anymore. Like, they're pretty good at ringing the bell. Like, they're growing, but at a glacier rate of growth, where it's like one of them was 6.5 or 7.5 pounds, and they've gained 1 pound. So they're like 8.5 pounds now, I think. And the other one was like 8 pounds, and now he's 9.5 pounds. So they're both teeny tiny little fellas. But yeah, pretty much as soon as I let them out, one of them pissed and the other one shit. And then like 4 or 5 minutes later, they reversed roles, and the other one shit and the other one pissed. So it should be good for a bit.
It's an area where big dogs are strong. The peeings, like my dogs, I think I could leave them for 17 hours and they wouldn't pee in the house.
Yeah,
big dogs are good that way.
They say like the small dog thing, like they need to be at least like 6-7 months old before they can be trusted to hold it for most of the day, because their bladders are so small. And they're only like 5 months old now, so they're getting there.
This is one of my favorite actresses currently. Yeah, she's from
Rats. Oh, she was in. Oh wait, no, I was thinking Zombieland, but that's not right.
She was in Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, her whole filmography.
She was way younger in Kick-Ass. She was like a kid.
Still hot, Taylor.
She was born in 97.
She was like 11.
Was 13 in 2010.
Ripe.
Yeah, ripe. Well, yeah.
The dog. So Kyle's, when we streamed together, they were talking about dogs and cats. But I actually didn't see the benefit of cats. And one of Kyle's friends illustrated it really well. He's like, dogs are a pain in the ass. They're always like sure, they're loving up on you and stuff, and that's nice. But my gosh, like they need so much attention. I think of it, I'm like, yeah, like I've had dogs where they want you to throw the ball again and again and again and again. Cats can say, hey, look, I like you, but we don't have to make a big deal out of it. And sometimes that's nice too. Like they open my eyes to where cats can be good as well.
I can see that kind of, but also like when I come in my garage and I walk into the kitchen, and
well, the linoleum floor is good for that.
Well, when I get home for the day, I bust in my garage, and then I walk through the door into my kitchen, and like they're in like the caged off area in the kitchen, and they kind of like, and they see that I'm home, and they start like wagging their tails so fucking hard, and they're just, to them, they're like, oh my God, I didn't know you. Where were you? Were you ever going to come back? I'm a dog, so it's either been 4 minutes or 1,000 hours. I don't know how long it's been, but like that like little feeling of like, oh, maybe I had a stressful day, a rough day, a lot of stuff to put up with and deal with and shit. And you get home and it's like, oh, that's kind of nice. Like they're just stoked to see you. They love you. Like it's nice. I really like having them.
Yeah, I love dogs. I absolutely love dogs. Hate cats. Hate cats. Like I wouldn't kill a cat. I wouldn't kill a cat just for the fun of it or anything.
Yeah, me either. Mostly.
That's the level. That's the level of
wow.
That's the amount I like a cat. Like, well, I wouldn't just kill you like an insect.
See, I'm still team dog, but an animal that I'm good with, that loves up on me every once in a while, maybe every other day, and isn't a pain in the ass, like I can see the appeal of that too.
Cats will eat you if you die in your home.
Well,
that
if
to me is all you
until
need
I die, then I'm okay with that.
You could still be stroking out on the ground and they'll claw your eyes out. You won't even be dead yet.
Well, that's not nice.
No, not at all. Dogs will wait until they're borderline starving before they start to eat you.
I don't know if they'll eat you even then.
Some of them won't.
They might just starve. I'm like, I can't eat Taylor. Taylor can't make kibbles.
I've seen dogs like lay by a grave or a dead owner or something. Like it's sad, but that
it is.
Yeah.
I like seeing them, like these two dogs, like they have the same dad. Like they look a little different because one of them had like a more poodly. Well, no, they had different moms. So, but then also one of them, the smaller one, will start to like. I haven't seen it yet, but my girlfriend swears, she's like, sometimes when they're playing, Teddy will start humping Fozzie. And I'm like, we will not have gay incest in this home. That's something we will not stand for. No.
Taylor has their ass checked out by the colonoscopist or whatever the fuck, their proctologist. He has the proctologist ensure that they're still virgins.
I went to the colonoscopist. I like watching their little games they play. Like one of them will see that the other one is on like the desirable spot on the couch right next to me. And so the other one will run into a corner of my living room and like pretend like, oh, wow. Oh, didn't know this was here. And like feign like chewing on something or like a toy that they already had until the other one's like, well, I'm not about to miss this. Bobo. And then they'll jump down. And when they get over there, the other one just sprints over and takes the spot. And I don't know. It's neat seeing like, albeit low, because they're dogs, level of well, that's actually not that low intellect. That's pretty smart. Like knowing that there's something desirable, feigning interest in order to get them to do what you want.
Did you see that dog the other day that had like 20 different buttons that said words, and he would communicate by pushing the fucking buttons?
I was very skeptical on that.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, he was like one ball outside, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know. Like, I just question that he's really forming sentences.
Like he hits the button and goes, want. And he's going, ball.
Yes.
And the other, outside. And she's like, oh, you want to go play with your ball outside? He's like, yeah.
As if he had hit something else and you offered a ball, he'd be like, no. No, I don't want
murder, death, kill. Ooh.
We shouldn't have put those buttons down.
The buttons weren't a good idea. Banksy's a little violent, I think.
I think he is. But yeah, the dogs are doing well. I'm really enjoying them hanging out and everything. They're pretty good for the most part now. It was like a weird learning curve where the first month or two maybe, I was like, these little fuckers are never gonna stop going in the house when I ignore them for like 2 seconds. And then now it's like, oh wow, well that changed really fucking quick. Like they've kind of put the pieces together.
Jackie and I got dogs too, and I think we were open about the idea that we were sort of like trial parenthood, like let's just see how this fits with dogs before we have kids. And I think we had kids we had pregnancy like 6 months later. Mm-hmm. So we'll be watching your progress, Taylor.
I mean, I've said before, it's only a matter of time because we are not using anything other than the pull-out method. So really, this all is on my shoulders to be responsible at that in those last few seconds. So
I'm trying not to react.
Lots of good decision making happens in those sentences, Taylor.
To me, you might as well have just said, well, I've been experimenting with black tar heroin. and I'm going to tell you, the thrill of sharing the needle with the guy I buy it from, whew, I mean, rolling the dice.
I mean, I'm rolling the dice all the time. So we'll see. Eventually, that house of cards will come crumbling down.